Hey, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. One of the words that puts the fear of God into dictators and authoritarians is the cry for freedom. I want my freedom. I want my rights. And as I'm walking around, I was just wondering, do you think that the trucker convoy, if started and formed here in the United States, could be the equivalent of an Arab Spring here in the United States? People rising up and saying, I don't like what has happened here in the United States for 2 years. I don't like school board saying, I'm teaching your kids, you're not teaching your kids. The government will teach your children our values, critical race theory, and underserved communities and all this wokeism crap. BLM is right and law enforcement is wrong. I think in reality, that truck convoy could be the spark of the equivalent of an Arab Spring here in the United States. And that has put the fear of God into this government. That's why the Department of Homeland Security has come out and said, hey, if you know somebody that's crying out for freedom and starting a rally and is a disgruntled U.S. citizen, you call us and let us know. We'll nip that in the bud right now. I think, in all honesty, we could actually have the equivalent of an Arab Spring. The tyrants in Michigan, Illinois, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and others are actually becoming very afraid of the citizenship. Because right now the government does not fear the people. The Department of Justice is absolutely corrupt, rotten to the core. The Congress is absolutely corrupt and rotten to the core. You see this all the time. And now the revelation is coming out that Hillary Clinton and associates did indeed spy on the then candidate Trump and afterwards President Trump. That is treason and sedition in any word you use. So you see how corrupt we are. The Constitution is merely a piece of paper and a suggestion to these people that have been installed, pardon me, into the United States. And as long as the edicts come out, the mandates come out, the mass firings for not compliance, and all the people that have been fired run off, yeah, I could actually see the equivalent of an Arab Spring here in the United States. I want you to think about that. Would you support it? Would you join in? I did a video saying that truck convoy will never reach DC, and they will absolutely make sure it does not through interference of government agencies. Hey, the weights and measure scales, we're going to hold you up for days. The Teamster unions will blockade the rogue truckers, not allowing them to pursue further into the capital. Then you will have the military come in, slow them down. You'll have the local police, the state, they'll all sidetrack them for whatever reason to violate their rights. Plus, they'll put up barricades. Nothing is going to get into DC because Nancy Pelosi will not allow another January 6th to take place. So yes, this could easily turn into an Arab Spring and easily escalate it, combined with a war in Ukraine, spreading across Europe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These freedom convoys of truckers that are escalating in New Zealand, Australia, Israel, wherever there's truckers hauling food and freight, they're waking up to who actually has the power and uprising against the government and the mandates. This could be the start of something. And the opposite side of the coin, Biden could abuse his authority like Trudeau and say, I am declaring a state of emergency because of the disruption of the supply chain. We need to get this going. We are arresting these people now. Yeah, I could easily see that. I could easily see that expanding across the country. Yep. Let me know what you think. Freedom Arab Spring here in the United States come April, May. Oh yeah. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized. Let's go, Brandon.